So this is how I heard about Ramana Maharishi. Sometime in the 90s, I got interested in the teaching of Dalavananda, also called Da Free John, also called Adida, also called the Kalki, but his birth name was Franklin Albert Jones, a true American original. After looking deeply into his teaching, I realized that I did not want to follow the process, which was to love him, to adore him, to focus upon him, and accept him as the most realized soul on earth, the avatar of the avatar. But in the course of reading his books, Franklin talks about an awakening experience that he had in the Vedanta temple in Hollywood, California in 1970. Sort of a sudden enlightenment. Some would call it a satori, an awakening to some form of samadhi. After this experience, he said that he looked all around the world, looked in every traditions, and he said that the only one that was equal to his enlightenment was Ramana Maharishi. So since I was not interested in him, I went and explored Ramana Maharishi. I'm a speed reader, so I read most of the material I could find in French, English, and Spanish. And it became clear to me that for me, this one was one of the highest teaching I have come across in my life. Analyzing his life, we can see that he was free from lust, absolutely pure, never touched money, always available for darshan, was a loving heart to all human beings and animals, and he was loved by all that met him. And now Ramana Maharishi is the true hero of Tiruvannamalai. You can find pictures of Ramana Maharishi in most homes, in most stores. People are proud that such a saint lived on the hill of Arunachala. I'm standing in front of the magnificent granite temple built by Ramana Maharishi for his Divine Mother. It is an exquisite temple where the Samadhi of the Mother reside. When the mother of Ramana Maharishi came to live with him in the Virupaksha cave, at the time the early followers of Ramana Maharishi, all men, said it was not proper for a sadhu to live with his mother or having a woman up on Arunachala. Ramana Maharishi told the early followers that whatever their decision, he would go and take care of his mother. And a famous quote is that the mother said that she did not care if Ramana was going to get rid of her body by throwing it in the bush. All she wanted is to die in the arm of her son Ramana Maharishi, she said. She is one of the few that while living, Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi has declared completely and totally liberated. So we're looking at the interior of the Samadhi of the mother of Ramana Maharishi, and at the very back there is a goddess called Sri Chakram, which is the embodiment of all female goddesses in India. In front, there is a Shiva Lingam. And when the mother of Ramana passed on, she was put in the ground at this point in the temple. In 1995, my beloved wife
Beatriz Maha was dying from cancer. I looked through many books, hundreds of books, to see which was the best technique for her to pass on to the other world. And I came upon the teaching of Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi used a technique whereupon he put his right hand on the heart and the left hand on the top of the head. And I am now standing in the room where he practiced this technique on his beloved mother, who passed away in his arm in 1922. It has always been a dream of mine to come and pay respect to Ramana Maharishi, to help my wife attain samadhi at the very last minute. The top of the head opened, and she left through the top of the head. We are most grateful for the teaching of Ramana Maharishi.